Hello everyone and welcome. This will be the opening video for World of Final Fantasy. We appreciate you guys tuning in. So you're going to do all these things real quick. Turn on automatic cross save, yes or no? Yes, that's fine. Alright. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go to a new game. And even though, as you see, there was save files on there. I'm going to go see. I can always, even though it doesn't say continue, I'm just going to go to new game completely. Cross save isn't enabled. When you save your game, your save data will be uploaded to a server. This feature can be disabled. But I want to start from the beginning. I've already earned the trophies for this first part, by the way, so...
Awake at last. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Time to wake up.
Huh? What a nap. Oh, right. I gotta get to work. Oh, am I gonna make it? The boss hates when I'm late.
Okay, so as it was saying, hit your touchpad to open up your main map, which as you can see here. And then use the left stick to scroll. If you want to zoom, use the right stick to zoom in and out. And if you have anything in info, press triangle. Okay.
And again, it's not like business has picked up any.
That's a weird way to start off the game too. With those falling out and then into dreamland. That was kind of strange, but alright, here we go. So north of Promenade and go on to the next area.
The streets sure are quiet today. Hey, I'm here. Huh? How'd she get in if no one's here yet? Good morning. I'm real sorry. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
Huh?
Right. She needs some water.
Oh, no thanks. A pint. I mean, a cup of coffee, please. Oh, and bring the whole jar of sugar. I'm gonna need it.
Right. That's 1 cup of joe. And I'll get you one of the big jars. Has nobody made the coffee yet? Come on, get together, guys. I'm sorry, miss. This might take a while.
Hey, no hurry. Time's not an issue.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Sure. Keep it down, Rain. How about acting your age, huh?
Hey, don't talk down to me. Listen, last time I checked, little bro, I've been around a few minutes longer than you.
Okay. I get it already. Very sorry. So, what's up? I'm all ears.
Well, you don't have to get all sarcastic.
You really are all ears.
What?
Forget it. So, Lon, have you seen anybody this morning?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm looking right at you, aren't I? And there's that customer.
What? Ah! Oh, hello!
You didn't even see her? Dude.
Yeah, but... Ah! Look! Come with me right now!
Easy! Ow, 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 ow.
There's nobody here!
So it's a quiet morning. Maybe they just...
I mean no one!
Huh?
Lon, have you bumped into anyone today besides her?
Now that you mention it, I guess not.
And this isn't setting off any alarms?
Well, should it?
You two really don't remember a thing.
Huh? What was that? Who are you? If you're from around town, then I don't know you.
Rain, manners.
You two really don't remember a thing.
Would you please just answer my question?
You can call me Anna Crow. Anna Crow will work.
Okay, well, we woke up to a ghost town this morning. Maybe you know why?
Yes, you're quite alone. But you always have been.
Huh?
This world, it's always been the two of you. A world without time. One that ended when it began.
What? That's the weirdest thing I've heard.
But don't worry. Just because the world ended doesn't mean that it's going anywhere.
You know, I have been checking up on you two.
Until now, you were nothing but blank stares.
So imagine my surprise when Lon took my order. What a morning. Okay. Now you're kind of scaring me.
So, now that you're awake, we've got a story to tell. Which brings us to...
Tama, right here!
Who the hog put this thing on my head?
Yeah, I did try to mention it before.
You take it from here. I'll go on ahead and link up a path.
You the daddy! Huh? Hey, you can't just leave. Salutations! The name is Tama, and I'm here to help out. Does anyone have any questions?
Wait, I've got tons of questions. Why were you sitting on my head? And how the hell can a fox even talk?
That's seriously the first thing on your mind? Now I see why Inna Crow is just about ready to throw in the towel.
We're not allowed to be confused?
Hey, whoa, take it easy there, Lon.
I thought you were upset too.
Let's start the over. I'll make us some the coffee. Huh? Oh, yes, please.
But I already made some coffee before you got here. How can you just roll with this rain?
Chill the out. You live the much longer. Yeah, Lon. You shouldn't start out your morning with so much stress. Oh, would you like some sugar? 3 cubes for you, right, Lon?
Huh?
I'm good with just one.
No.
Okay, I'll go and put the coffee on.
But I just said I... You know what? Just give me my dang cup of coffee. Mirage Keepers? Me and Rain?
That's the correct. The marks on your arms are proof. You were born to work the miracles. Miracles? Our arms can do that?
Dude.
How could you forget? You used to command a whole legion of them. You were masters of them, powerful living illusions known as mirages. In the fact, even the Pleiad answered to you, and those are the 7 strongest mirages of all. With their power, you could have ruled over all the world. Oh. So, we could have ruled the world? Because, what, we controlled these mirages? Well, that's what I've heard.
From who?
What do you mean? In a crow that told me, of course. But enough the reminiscing. I've got to teach you two to use mirages again.
What? How's that?
First off, I'm going to present you with my very own Prismarium.
So what does it do?
With this Prismarium, the mirage inside becomes yours. And you can make it do anything and everything you command. So let's try it right now in glorious combat.
Wait, what? Huh?
You need to spend something called action points, also known as AP. You automatically gain a little bit of AP each the time your turn comes around in battle. The amount of AP you need depends on what you're trying to do, so make sure you use them wisely.
Okay, an active time battle. Get ready, it's battle time. Characters take turns based on agility. Faster characters assume they get to act. See that long thin bar on the left? Each face represents a different character. When a character icon reaches the top of the bar, they can select the action to perform. You can use the right stick to switch between characters who are ready to act. Assigning button shortcuts to abilities. The actions you can take in battle are called abilities. Abilities are mapped to O, triangle, square, or X. Press a button to use that ability. A target is chosen for you automatically so you can speed through combat simply and easily with these shortcuts. As you can see, presented in Exhibit A. Okay. Abilities are assigned to buttons automatically in the order you learn them, but you can also customize your shortcuts via the game menu. Find the setup that works best for you. Moving on.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Alright, as you saw, I just did 2 attacks with triangle. That's all I had, just attack or defend. Anyway, next section, action points, AP. Certain commands like magic and other abilities cost AP action points to use. Characters recover action points when their turn comes around or by successfully exploiting enemies' weaknesses. The more powerful the command, the more AP it requires. Most mirages have weaknesses you can exploit for bonus damage and action points. Discovering them will give a huge advantage. Just don't be afraid to try things out.
Talent?
Alright, and battle modes. There are 3 battle modes: active, semi-active, and wall. In active mode, time keeps flowing regardless of whether or not you input commands, and battles move quickly and without interruption. In wait mode, time stops until you input a command for the character whose turn is up. This gives you a chance to carefully consider each action. You can change your battle mode setting via the config menu. If you find active mode too challenging, try sticking with wait mode until you have grown more accustomed to combat. In the classic battle menu, here's another useful tip. During battle, press L1 to open a more complete list of commands. To some of you, the classic menu style may look very familiar. And there are some commands, for example, items that can be selected for this full menu. If you choose active mode, time continues to flow while the menu is open, so be careful. One last thing, you can pick and choose your targets when using the full menu. This comes in handy when you want more control over the fight.
All right. I think I've seen enough for one to tussle.
We did it!
Alright, as you can see, I'm almost now to level 2, which I'm not quite yet, but almost there. And 7 gil for the battle. Okay.
To figure it out yet? The two of you were unsurpassed. No, the Mirage could stand up to you.
Dude, seriously?
Dude, but seriously.
It's hard to believe. I'm sure it is. As far as I can tell, you two have lost everything. All the memories and experience you've ever accumulated. Oh, but wait. Of course that would have happened when you and this world were spliced out. Huh?
So not only did they lose the Mirages they had, they've been stripped of all their memories of the Mirages too? But I guess that explains why all their other memories seem to be largely unaffected.
What? Listen, let me show you something. where just beyond this light lies another world called Grimoire. That is where you'll find all the mirages you've lost.
You mean they're all inside this gate?
You got it. Are you ready to conquer them again?
So, if we do manage to find all the lost mirages, does that mean we'll be able to remember the things we forgot?
Well, I don't know about that. After all, you lost your memories. It's not the same thing as forgetting them.
Oh.
But, even if you don't remember Grimoire, Grimoire still knows a lot about you. You're certain to find traces and records of your past.
Okay, so like...
You're saying whether we remember anything about ourselves or not, we can still find clues about our past and the things we've done?
Correct. And if you keep on gathering mirages, I think you might even meet your family in due time.
Our family?
Huh? Well, I guess it does make sense that we'd have parents.
Oh yes. So then, you going? You going? Will you journey to Grimoire?
Alright, first save. Wonderful. Overriding our original save, so hopefully that saves and we start from there the next time, but we shall see, because I'm not sure.
Chapter 1. Land of the Lilikin.
So, this must be Grimoire. What?
What? You look like such a little dweeb.
Oh, I know! We look ridiculous!
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that's how everybody in this world must look. Anna Crow just wanted to make sure you had a nice and a handy way of blending in.
Wow, she can do stuff like that?
That is awesomely weird.
Well, this kind of works out. We won't have anybody gawking at our arms.
Way to find the silver lining.
Okay. Lilikin and Giants in Grimoire, the smaller people are called Lilikin, and the taller people are called Giants. The twins can switch freely between these forms. To change rain, press L1 and O. And to change rain, press L1 and O. To change land, press L1 and square. Although you're free to strut around as either side, will still start combating your current form, so it's never a bad idea to have stacks set up for both situations. Tapping into the tip bar. The tips you see in these panels are never out of reach. You can view them again by selecting tip bar from the game menu. In fact, you might even notice Anna Cross has slipped a few extra tidbits in there that don't appear during the course of the game, so remember to check the tip jar every now and then.
I guess I should head straight down this path.
It's the only direction we can go.
Think you can manage to not get lost?
You know, just this once.
What? I'm gonna get lost? Yeah? Oh, hello. I spy another mirage.
That is called a Choco Chip. What are you waiting for? Go on and investigate it.
Okay.
Alright, let's see how we do.
So now, first, you're going to do this. It looks sort of like a prismarium. What is it? That's the color prism. Use it to depict Choco Chip's prismarium. Every time you find a new mirage you haven't seen before, it'll be recorded in Anna Crow's special mirage manual.
Whoa! Does it even have pictures?
Use the manual, you receive one of its prisms. But only the first time, mind you. Okay, first, try the weakening the Choco Chick, then use your prism.
Alright, imprisoming mirages. In order to imprison Mirage, you'll need an empty prism compatible with that Mirage. There's some good news. Anacross will provide you with the first compatible prism whenever you encounter a new Mirage. Huh? Why doesn't Anacross just fork over the whole lot of them right now? Well, come on, where's the fun in that? Besides, she don't do bulk orders. Don't worry. You will be able to befriend almost every Mirage you meet eventually. Be sure to take the time to get to know the friends you have before looking for new ones. And once a prism holds a Mirage, it's known as a Prisarium. Mirage's Prisarium allows you to use the Mirage in battle. If you look closely at a Prismarium, you can see a miniature world inside. They're like snow globes, but be nice and don't try to shake them. So to recap, you start with an empty prism, imprisoning a Mirage, and the prism turns it into a Prisarium. Prisariums lets you use the Mirage and add stacks to use it in the battle. Even if you fail and imprison a Mirage, you won't lose the prism, so there's no need to hold back. Good luck. Mirage Data Libra ability. If you press options during battle, a window will open containing info on the Mirages you are facing, and with the Libra ability you can see more detailed information. You can switch between Mirages with L1 and R1. Element and status element symbols. Each Mirage is strong or weak against certain elements or status elements. Learn to identify the following symbols when looking at Mirage data. And obviously some are weaker than others to certain things. And element and status symbols. In addition to status elements, characters sometimes undergo other positive and negative changes in battle. They're usually triggered by abilities, and others sometimes are represented by the following symbols. And it tells you weaknesses and good, bad, the ugly. Okay. Alright, and it says Choco Chick. Use physical attacks to create a prism trinity. Requires a Choco Chick prism. Okay, so this unleash attacks. Alright, and hello viewer, welcome in. Creating a prism trinity. You can just walk up to the Mirages and you can't just walk up to them and imprison them. To collect a Mirage, you need to knock it to a prism trinity state first. Mirages won't let their guard down forever, so don't miss a prism trinity when it arrives. Sometimes all you need to create is a prism trinity in a big, heavy club. The brute force approach doesn't always work. Try putting the club down and thinking outside the box. Prism trinity requirements vary from Mirage to Mirage, but Libra can often provide you a good hint. Right? And there you go. You got it. Prisming successful.
Now that the Choco Chick is inside Prismarium, it's yours to the keep.
We did it!
Good job.
Alright, everybody leveled up. Wonderful. And no gil acquired. And we got Choco Chick. And a little Chocobo that loves to waddle around. These feathery friends love to headbutt things. And that is fine, because this Chocobo's eggshell never cracks twice. Okay. Use the default Choco Chick. It looks good.
I can see the Choco Chick running around in the Prismarium.
Pretty the neat, huh? Next, why don't you have a go at stacking that Choco Chick on your head? Here, watch, I'll just show you.
Oh, now I get it. So when I saw you perched on Lon's head back in Ninewood Hills, that's what you call stacking.
Yep, that's the right. While I'm up to here, I get to take it nice and easy.
Is that stacking or slacking?
When you create a stack, the HP of everyone in the stack gets the added together. Like they say, strengthen the numbers.
Oh, so it's like combining into a super robot.
Better than yet, your magic and other abilities have the potential to change too. It all depends on how your stack is configured.
Huh? Oh, I don't need any action figures when I get to blast out super attacks like a super robot.
Well, just be careful. Stacking doesn't make you invincible. Some of the enemy attacks have the power to unstack you.
In other words, bye-bye super robot, so to speak.
Yowzers. That does sound like bad news.
It's true that we are individually the weaker when we're unstacked, but look on the brighter side. Since we each get our own turn in battle, we can use the extra moves to have one member attack and another the heal. It can be very helpful. Depending on the situation, you might even decide to unstack yourselves by choice. Think carefully and choose the best setup for the job.
Okay, and as you can see here, should I stack? When you stack with Mirage's stats such as HP, if all the stack members are combined, your abilities may also transform stacking with the right buddy to give you access to new and powerful skills and magic. You're always more powerful in a stack than you are fighting apart, so one downside. Weaknesses are also shared among the whole stack, which can get you into trouble. Setting up your stacks, use the stack setup screen in the game menu to choose which Mirages will fight alongside you, or is it on top of you. You just set up stacks for both your forms, Lilican and Giant. This way you're ready for battle no matter what size you're using to explore. Stack can be up to 3 members high. There's one simple rule: smaller goes on top of bigger, and try it out and you'll get the hang of it in no time. Get wise about Mirage sizes. Land, Ren, and Mirage are assigned sizes S, M, and L, so small, medium, large. Your stacks are L and goes on the bottom, M goes in the middle, and S goes on the top. Easy, right? When Ren and Lin are L-sized giants, Mirages will always stack above them. But when the twins are M-sized Lilican, things get a little more crazy. Suddenly you can ride on top of L-sized Mirages and put S-sized Mirages on top of their heads at the same time. Interesting.
By the way, you two can switch between giant size and Lilican size. Depending on your size, you can make different stacks. You won't be allowed to put big things on top of the small things when creating a stack. So, to get on top of a Mirage, you need to be in Lilican form. The best way to learn is to try it once you've rounded up a few more Mirages. You'll pick it up in no time.
There's nowhere else to go. What are we gonna do?
this a mirage too? Not in the traditional sense of the word, but you'll see these pets all over Grimoire. And unless you can get them what they want, they'll give you a hard time and walk away.
So what is it they want?
It really depends on the unique golem. So the first thing you'll have to do is examine it.
See a luster leaf reflected in its eye.
Where do we find that?
That choco chip you just imprisoned ought to be able to track it down when we need. But first things first, you're going to have to unlock the right ability of the choco chips the Mirage Board.
Using Mirage Wars to power up. Each Mirage has its own Mirage Wars special chart that's packed with new powers and potential. Abilities, stat boosts. Each space on the board holds a new surprise. You can unlock the spaces using the skill points your Mirages earn when they level up. And some spaces on the Mirage boards can be unlocked until you meet special conditions, but with a little work, they're all within reach. Support abilities Stroll. Mirages that have learned the Stroll ability will appear alongside Rain and Land in the field so they can explore on Grimoire together. You're accompanied by multiple Mirages with your Stroll ability. You can cycle between them by pressing left and right on your directional pad. Sometimes strolling Mirages will discover useful items. Try bringing different Mirages to different places. You might be surprised what you find. Let's see. Oh, well, perfect. Look at that. Okay.
Hey, your choco chicks come along for a stroll.
Wow. Let's see. Ah, look at that. Found it. Alright, obtain the item.
Now, try examining the Gimme Golem one more time.
Huh? Found something.
Gimme.
See a luster leaf reflecting in its eye. Give it the luster leaf? Yes. Wonderful. And it moved. Okay.
Vanished.
That's so cool. I guess the choco chip that was just the item we needed. Yep. With the help of a Mirage or two, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. And Mirage boards are for much more than unlocking abilities. You can also use them to change your Mirages into new and more powerful forms. So be sure to keep on the leveling up and working on your Mirage boards. Pretty soon you'll be bouncing them and trouncing across Grimoire like a pair of the pros.
Found something.
Okay. 3 potions. Good deal.
I noticed Mirages disappear when we defeat them. Why is that? Most of the Mirages you see in Grimoire don't actually technically belong in this. And so, when one of you guys gives them the old KO, they can't maintain their presence here anymore. They fizzle out and go back to their own worlds. Wait. Now, that's weird. Who was it that told me all this before? It's like right here on the tip of my tongue.
What's this?
This is the color mercury. Inside are the life-living Mirages that are showing
Mirages. Oh man, let's go catch them.
Yeah. Doesn't look very nice.
This one's not very cute.
Merc-rifts. Scary but true. Merc-rifts are home to strange, rare, and usually very dangerous mirages. If you want to explore one, make sure you're fully prepared before diving in. Most Merc-rifts will be too tough for you to handle when you first find them. If you do end up getting whomped, come back later and you've gotten a bit stronger.
What did you... Now what do we do? I tried to tell you. Inside Merc-rifts, you're likely to find mirages that are strong and dangerous.
Try to tell us. Try a little harder, please.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die right now. Well, we shall see. Yeah, I'm not gonna get very far. Party has fallen.
Ow.
Oh no. Did you two die already?
What? I died? But that's... no way.
Maybe it's true. That mirage in the Merc Rift did kinda...
Well, I'm still alive.
Yes. That's because someone intervened, right at the moment of your demise, and made it so the battle never happened.
Wow, you can really do that?
Of course. Although Tama's the one who does it.
That's the right. I have the power to rewind time a little, and then to whisk you to safety. Although, it costs me a life to do it, so I hope you don't mind if I rest for a little the while afterwards.
A life?
You might not believe it, but I've actually got multiple lives. Back there, I had to sacrifice one of those lives to turn back time and to save you. You see, this girl with the ribbon that showed up in my dreams, she's the one who taught me how to do it.
That makes zero sense and kind of freaks me out, but Tama, I'm impressed.
Thanks! Oh, but just so you know, I can only use my powers to protect the two of you specifically, and only if you lose a fight, like what happened to you in the Merc Rift. Oh, yeah! And I can always recover my lives if you stay here and let me rest a spell. So, don't forget to give me a breather before I run out of second the chances.
Dude, you got it. Say no more. Rest yourself silly.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Tama. We really owe you one. Especially Lon, who didn't have the good sense to listen before diving in.
Alright, when the party is fallen, when the entire party is defeated, Tom will whisk everyone back to safety in Ninewood Hills. No penalty, you'll have to fight back to where you were. Careful though, if you're inside the threshold of a powerful mirage, Tom won't be able to save you, it's game over.
Hey, who's that?
Oh, if you mean you guessed, she claims to have gotten herself lost. Go say hello. She's quite the character.
Okay.
The real question is how she got here from the outside world when it's no easy trick. She must have experience crossing between planes.
Tom, I think the stranger that went to North Promenade. Okay. Go to examine. What would you like to do? Save. Yes, I'd like to save. And thank you for tuning in to this first stream of World of Final Fantasy, the opening. And we will post more videos in the future. Thank you for tuning in to this opening video. Well, you're going to see real quick if it'll load. Where we left off, or if it's going to...
World of Final Fantasy.
Or if it's going to load the other one. Okay, so that's good. As you can see, right where we left off. Alright, and then thank you ladies and gentlemen for tuning in. We will catch you guys on the next stream of World of Final Fantasy where we left off. Thank you. And we'll see you guys on the next one.